Different.
If I had a cult, it would be we just sit down and do like jigsaw puzzles. That'd be my cult.
That's called like what? That's like what mums do. It's like what mums did in the 90s when they didn't have the internet. That's like it's a sewing group without the sewing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the What Do You Dream podcast. I'm Kristi with Nick.
Hello.
And yes, I did the intro today because we're changing shit up.
Yeah. Today's a day of change. Today's a day of stumbling my words.
So I'm sorry.
I wasn't used to that.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you were expecting Nick's monotone, deep, sassy voice at the start, but you got mine. So
monotone? I hit different pitches. I hit different tones. I
couldn't think of any other describing words. Monotone just came to my head.
Sultry.
Yeah. I did say sassy, because you can get a bit sassy.
Yeah, I can get sassy. It's you know, I've gotten pretty good at the intros. Mm-hmm. And I use that as my presentation voice as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
you have a good presentation voice.
Thank you. I haven't done any presentations at the new job, but I think I might be doing some presentations.
I think you should
in the future.
That was my favorite part of our presentations at work. Was when you got up. The rest was just boring.
Do they still do them at work?
Not really.
No.
Nah.
It's all corporate.
It's all corporate now. It's all corporate.
And before we get into the corporate stuff, here is the usual part where we flog our socials So don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at What Do You Dream Podcast, and also don't forget to email us your dreams at whatdoyoudreampodcast@gmail.com.
Or just keep commenting on our socials, because that seems to be, you know, the happening stuff.
The haps, the daps, the hippity daps.
Cool.
You're not cool. I think we've had like hours and hours of content, and I think anyone who has gotten to this point realizes we're not cool. And that's why they like us.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I definitely wasn't in the cool club in high school. I was in the normal club. So you have your nerds and then your cool people and then like the normal people. I was in the normal people.
Normie.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a normie.
Yeah. But then like a lot of people from the cool club sort of being friends with those people and came to our group. So, in the end, we ended up being the cool club.
Ooh,
by default.
Cool club by default. Or they weren't cool and then they just became normals because they're not cool. So you're not cool. I never was cool. Surprisingly.
Well, that's not surprising.
Although I wasn't in, the weird nerd group, I'd probably, but, wasn't, it was a spectrum. Like what my doctors say. I'm on it, but okay. Anyway, so you have a dream.
in the nerdy club. you paint little figurines. 100% you're in the nerdy club.
I spent hours these last 2 days painting.
Of course you did.
I spent 4.5 hours straight painting.
How's the love life?
Let's talk about your dream first, then we'll talk about my love life. That'll be the trade. That's the trade. I'll give you the dream content, and then I'll give you my love life update.
Oh, you used to just give it so freely, and now I have to work for it.
You have to work for it. This is a friendship of exchange.
Damn it. Not that kind of exchange.
No, goddamn no. No, even in that situation, I'd be like, get away, put clothes on. That'd be gross.
Yeah, because I'm just going to walk into your room with all my clothes off, as you wish.
I've explicitly just said I don't want this. I will call the police, and then they'll be like, but you're a man. This doesn't happen. And I go, it's happening!
I'm pretty sure if the police walked in on a situation where I was naked in your room, they'd still arrest you.
Yeah, they probably would. They'd just be like, look at you. Look at your hair. You're wearing your PJs. We got paint all over it. You're definitely a serial something.
They're like, there's no way this is your room. You came into her room.
Nah, they would know. No, they would say I kidnapped you because this is definitely my room because it's filthy. That's what happened. They're just like, obviously she didn't come here willingly. You're the one who kidnapped her, and your parents are facilitating it. Because let's be real, no way a random naked female's in this place in your room. You are going to jail, no trial. That's how it goes. It's Monopoly rules. Straight to jail, don't pass go, don't collect $200. You're fucked. So yeah, that's where our friendship's at. I would go to jail than do anything.
You probably have a more successful love life in jail. No. Don't drop the soap, Nick. Don't drop the soap.
I feel like love is a consensual process, and what you're describing is not consensual love. It's an act of violence, not love. Give me a dream and I'll tell you my love life.
Fine. So I actually dreamt this last night.
Okay.
And I was part of like a co-ops team.
A what?
Is that not the right term?
I don't know what it is.
I
was going to keep it talking, so we got something dead air rather than just
like we
co-op.
Not co-op, because co-op is like when you play a game
working
with someone,
together?
right? Yeah,
no, co-op
like
is
that.
working together.
Yeah, that, but like a James Bond, like a secret agent. That's what I'm thinking of.
Covert ops.
That's the word.
Covert ops.
Covert ops team.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so secret agent team.
Yes, we got it.
Your vocabulary is dreadful.
I know. Okay. And there were about 4 of us, and there were 2 females and 2 males. I was obviously one of the
progressive.
females. Yeah.
Were they all white, though?
No. The leader was black, actually.
Ooh,
yeah.
That is progressive.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, well, you're not a secret racist. Well done.
And we were sent on a mission, and we're like, all right, it's over in China, so we're going to put you on a plane and we're going to send you over there. All of a sudden we're there, obviously, because we just skipped the travel.
Movie rules.
Yeah. And we get there, and like China's, I don't know where in China we were, but it was like a metropolis, but it was like all green. So like a modern green. It was super clean, like the floors were white marble. It was like different tiers of like levels and stuff. So like, have you ever been to Japan where they've got like people walking in the sky, kind of in the sky? Like there's different levels of footpaths and stuff.
I've seen it. I've never been to Japan, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So it was like that. So it was like a super modern China. I say like probably like 1,000 years in the future, I'd say. Like super futuristic.
Kind of like Blade Runner.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And we land there and we're just in like civilian clothing because we don't want to, walk in with guns and everything. And then the leader gets like a message and he's like, you need to go to this location. So we're like, all right. We get to this place and we get in an elevator and we go like deep underground. And we're suddenly in like a store, but they sell like guns, they sell different disguises and like bulletproof vests and everything. So it's like
all spy equipment.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's an armory.
Yes, that's a perfect word. So we go in there and the leader's like, all right, you 2 girls, I need you to go pick out an outfit because you need to blend in, but you need to wear wigs because we don't, you need to look completely opposite of what you look like now. We're like, okay, so there I am. I'm trying on this like long blonde wig, and then I try on this like short bob pink wig, and then I try on all these other wigs, and he's like, no,
don't stick out, pink wig.
Well, because it's like futuristic, so everyone's
it's like neon-y.
Yeah, exactly.
Future cyberpunk. Yeah.
This feels like a Nick dream for some reason.
I'm like, did you have my dream? Because this is sounding exactly like something I would have. Yeah.
In the end, I went with a long blonde wig. I went with a bulletproof vest, but it's not like super thick and bulky because we've advanced in technology. So it's like a really thin sheet, but it can stop like bullets and everything. And I've gone for like, yes, I've gone for like black cargo pants, with all like the pockets in them so I can put knives and shit and grenades and everything. And like we're full kitted out, right? We're all kitted out and I'm feeling so badass at this point. Like so badass. And so our leader, he was like, all right, we need to now get to this next location. So we go like all the back streets and we're like going behind buildings and go, all right, 3, 2, 1, and then you run to the next part and then you hide behind that building and then you check to make sure no one's there. And then we get into this building and it's completely empty. And they're like, the leader has like infrared glasses and he's like looking up and he goes, all right, we have targets 3 levels up. And I'm like, how do you know it's 3 levels? How do you not know it's 2 levels? He's like, because I just know it's 3 levels. I'm like, okay. And so we go up and they're human/alien.
Okay.
So
hybrids.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a Star Trek thing where, like, aliens are just on Earth.
Yeah.
Like, it's just normal now.
It's just humans, aliens are there. Like, it's just, that's just the future. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And so I pull out my gun and I'm about to shoot and the alien person's like, don't shoot me, we've been sent here, like, on a mission. And I'm like, what do you mean, what mission? And they're like, we're here to save the human race because you're about to go extinct in 5 minutes.
You're like, what?
Yeah, I'm like, 5 minutes? What do you mean 5 minutes? And they're like, well, now it's 4 because you can't stop talking, can you? I'm just getting my ass handed to me by this alien. And then I woke up.
That sounds like something I'd fucking have.
I know! That's why I had to tell it because I was like, this is so weird. But I tell you what, I felt so freaking badass in that, like, disguise and, like, full army, like, not army, but... like
Spec Ops.
Yeah, Spec Ops. Yeah, kit. I was like, ooh, is this a career change for me? I'd be the first person that gets shot. Let's be honest.
No, if you get caught, you go, okay, I'll tell you everything. Be like, what? Like, just don't hurt me, please. It's just like, but we haven't even done anything to you. Yeah, I know, but like you might.
I've seen the movies.
It's like, or like you trip over somebody. I'm a secret agent. I'm like, what? You're like, oh, sorry. You're like would be the worst secret agent. You just be like,
I wouldn't. But I feel like I would, but then I wouldn't because I don't know. I play a lot of shooting games and I always love being sniper. Like if I could be anything, I'd be a sniper.
Yeah. You'd be a pew.
Yeah, 100% just picking people off in the middle of nowhere.
Picking people. Okay, that's. I mean, okay. Have you ever watched Jarhead?
No.
That's
Is that with
Jake Gyllenhaal.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah. He's a specially trained sniper in the. In, I think it's the first Gulf War.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good. It's a really good movie.
I've seen Sniper.
Yeah, no, it's nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen American Sniper?
Yes.
Yeah, again, nothing like that.
Oh.
The guy who wrote it's like, I think he's a liar. Like, no one's ever been able to confirm his, like, amount of kills. And he's suspected of war crimes.
Who, the guy who wrote Jarhead?
No, American Sniper.
He's dead.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't mean he didn't commit war crimes.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. He's dead.
It's like Hitler. It's like Hitler and everything that happened. It's like he's dead. Who cares? It's just like, but
no.
Okay, have you been watching any action movies lately? Anything on that?
Oh, we watched The Grey Man.
The Grey. That's literally the dream you've had. Like it's all action, God. a bit of sass.
It literally just clicked in my head. It literally just clicked in my head.
Yeah.
I just dreamed I was the Grey Man or Grey Woman.
Yeah, you're this, and because
that's that.
Because then you had the sass in it, which is what I've heard is very. Yeah. There is a lot of sass in the movie.
It's such a good movie.
It's like Marvel does action spy movie.
Yeah,
right.
It's like as if Captain America turned evil.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, but I know
it's really good.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I really liked it. I mean, Ryan Gosling is just a dream to look at, and so is Chris Evans. So I was in the moment I saw Ryan Gosling.
Did they kiss?
No.
You're just like, please.
No, but it was actually really good for an action movie.
Yeah? You're not
yeah,
really a fan
I really
of action?
liked it. No, I am. Like, I love James Bond and all that, but I mean,
when you were saying that the lead person was black, I had a thought of it was like Idris Elba.
Oh yeah,
that's who I thought. That's who I was casting then for your
That's
dream.
the kind of vibes.
Yeah,
like
he's just like, cool,
so badass. Yeah,
matter of fact. But then, like, 100%. when he breaks character dealing with your sass, you're just like, oh, whoa, okay, that wasn't.
Yeah, I'm like, sorry, sir.
I was like, yeah. What was he in? Suicide Squad. That he was really good in that. He was really good in that.
Yeah.
So again, you're playing this kind of Suicide Squad, Grey Man kind of action first. Then you got the comedy to kind of help you like everybody. But you were the one getting shit on.
Call it comedy?
No, it's the action first with comedy subtext.
Yeah. I literally just dreamed my own version of Grey Man.
Yeah, basically. I think. The aliens. What do you think was causing the human race to be destroyed?
I don't know, but they were like 5 minutes. I'm like, well, shit.
Well, because it's interesting. Because when you mentioned everything was green, and my first thought was the Emerald City from Wizard of Oz. That's literally my first thought.
No, okay. When I mean green, I mean like there's greenery everywhere.
Oh, like in that Doctor Strange movie, where like there's just there's like leaves and shit growing from the buildings and everywhere.
Yeah, but it's like super. Okay, I'm kind of thinking of it like what Asgard looks like in Thor. Like there's running fountains and there's like tree, like it's super modern and there's like gardens everywhere and like
like in
white. It was white marble. Like everything was like white. Yeah.
Damn, that's so woggy.
I know, right?
That's such a you. That's such a you. I'm just like thinking. I'm just like, just imagine you go walk around, and go, oh my god, look at all this! Oh, it's beautiful marble. Oh my god, this is amazing!
Oh my god, moms love Marvel. It's hilarious. I personally am not a fan of Marvel, but
only for my kitchen tops. If I had it, I don't have it. Come on. It's like if I did, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that dream was just you wanting
a manifestation.
To be,
yeah,
it's
me wanting to be cool and badass.
The complete opposite of what you are. So.
I'm cool.
I'm so cool.
I'm cool.
Just. Okay. Now part of the deal has been made. So
yes.
It's time for me.
Yeah. What's up?
I'm resigned to the fact that I'm gonna die alone.
No, Nico.
Nah. There's no point of a pity party. It's just quiet, basically. Very quiet.
You need a good wog girl. A good wog girlfriend.
A good wog girl? Fuck, I can't even speak. Wog girl? Wog. Oh my god. What? What kind of wog girl? Am I going with that Eastern Bloc wog, or am I going Italian wog?
Yeah, like Italian wog.
Yeah.
Like,
where she's,
yeah.
So she can feed me with all the pasta?
Exactly.
That's not racist. That's what good Italian girls do.
Exactly. Exactly.
Fill me
she invites
with
you over to a parent's house and they're like, come in, Nico. What do you want to eat? You want the pasta? You want the lasagna? You want the rigatoni?
You're skin and bones.
You're so skinny. I can snap you like a chicken.
So, okay, how about Greeks? No Greeks or just Italian?
No, Greeks. Greeks are fine.
No Greeks? Okay.
Greeks have great food. I love Greek food. Oh.
Greek food is
Man,
good. You like
garlic sauce? I swear to God. Garlic sauce. Oh.
You like tzatziki?
Tzatziki.
Oh, whatever.
Can you say it again, please?
Tzatziki. Whatever, mate. I'm Aussie. Leave me alone. I'm going to say, if you understand what I mean.
Silent. Tzatziki. Tzatziki.
Zigzags. Anyway, so you like it? I make it mean. I'm saying it the way I'm saying it. You can correct me. You can correct my ignorance. But yeah. You've ever made tzatziki? And don't correct me. I swear to God.
No, I haven't.
You've never had it.
No, sorry. I said, didn't you say have I made it or had it?
Yes, both. Let's say have you had it?
I've had it. Yeah, I've had it. I love it.
It's so good.
But I've never made it.
It works with everything. It's so easy.
But that's the same with garlic sauce. Garlic sauce goes with everything. You just don't want to be kissing anyone afterwards.
No, see, I wonder, because like I really wonder what it would be like making out with someone who has eaten a shit ton of garlic. Because I've never done it. I've never done it before. And it's like, look, I'm putting it out there. Anyone who wants to make out with me, who's a lady and is nice to me, if you're willing to do this test, I think we can try it. We can see how this plays out. Because if I like eating garlic, I like the smell of garlic. I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm thinking. Oh, it's God. Like.
Have you had garlic sauce?
Yeah, I always had it in my souvlaki.
Yes. Oh, I'm hungry now.
I always have that. But the tzatziki has like a shit ton. Don't laugh at me. I always put more garlic than I need.
Yeah.
Garlic, Greek yogurt. The hardest part, which isn't that hard, is the cucumber. Because you got to get the cucumber, and you just got to make sure you got a really good absorbent paper towel, and then you can just kind of squeeze all the water out, and then just throw some lemon in there, and then you got to leave it in for a couple of days, otherwise it doesn't taste. It still tastes good, but it gets better when it kind of ferments a bit. It's delicious.
Are you a big cook? Do you cook a lot?
I like cooking.
You like cooking?
Yeah, I love cooking.
Okay.
I've got some I've got some garlic honey. I'm fermenting as well. I've been fermenting it for about a couple months. It's delicious. If you like honey and garlic, it's the best thing. Like,
what's your favorite thing to cook? Like, okay. If you had a girl coming over, if you lived alone and not with your parents as a 31-year-old man.
30. I'm still 30. I've got another 2 months.
And you lived alone and you had, like, you are obsessed with this girl. Like, you're in love with her. You'll do anything for her. You'll take a bullet for her. And she's coming over for dinner. What would you cook? And I want, like, entree, main, and dessert.
I like how I'm at this point where I have to take a bullet for her, but she hasn't come over and had dinner with me yet, so I haven't cooked her. Like, I like how...
We don't have time for specifics!
Wait. So is it my usual thing? It's been a month that I'm in love? Like...
Yeah, exactly. It's the next special.
She showed me some mild interest, and I'm already in love.
You're planning your wedding.
Yeah, and I'm naming the kids. Entree. That's... I'm trying to think, because I normally don't do entrees. It's usually just the straight up with the main.
Okay, alright. Let's just skip entree then. Let's go main.
Okay, so I've got two options, but for me, actually, what I'd probably do is spaghetti, a homemade spaghetti sauce, cooked for a minimum of 6 hours. Yeah. It has, it's got fennel, it's got a bit of fennel, it's got caraway seeds, it's got a little bit of, it's got garlic, tomato, the usual stuff, but you have to let it cook for like 6 hours, low heat. It tastes amazing. Yeah. And then served with, I don't know how to make handmade pasta, so I'm not going to pretend like I do. It's going to get the packet, going to pop, gonna get it to al dente, then I'm gonna serve it with, gonna get some olive oil on it, fry that up quickly so it doesn't overcook it in olive oil, and also freshly minced garlic for that pepperiness, serve that on there, and then I'm gonna do homemade garlic bread, which I will make the bread for. I can make bread.
You can make bread?
I can make bread. It's easy.
Yeah, bread's not hard.
I'll make the bread. I'll go with a bit of butter, and I'll drizzle it with my homemade honey garlic. So it's a honey garlic bread.
Ooh.
And yeah, so I'll do that. And
ladies, if you're listening.
Yeah. And then what do I have for dessert? I'm not a dessert person. I can't make desserts. Like I'm I prefer the savory stuff. But if I was to buy something nice, I think I would probably pair it maybe with a lemon meringue pie. The tartness with the savoriness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A tart for a tart.
A tart for a tart. I just go like, oh, that was such a good meal. What's for dessert? Or just a tart for me, tart, love. There you go. But yeah, what else can I make? I can make other things. I can make, I make amazing roast pork.
Yeah.
It's good. It's roast pork. But the problem is when you cook is that the meat shrinks.
Yes.
You put it in
like
a bed.
half its size.
Yeah, but the trick is you get the pork bit, you get the pork, and then I put it on a bed of onions and green apples.
Oh.
And then you fill it up with water just before the meat meets the skin, the crackle.
Mm-hmm.
And you put it in that, and then you cook it in there, and it stays plump, and you still get the crackle. And you also get a really nice flavor of apples and onions in the meat.
Dude, I'm learning so much about you right now. I did not know you were a cook.
Dude, I like to eat. That's why I used to be fat. Like,
yeah, but just because you like to eat doesn't mean you cook.
I think, well, okay, that's true, but I like to eat. And I wanted to learn how to cook because I like to eat.
Mm-hmm.
I used to bake savory stuff as well. I used to make like Philly cheesesteak buns. That was good.
Yeah.
They're really good. I know how to make I know how to make cheesy onion rings. I know how to make. That's finicky. And I can make. I like cooking.
Interesting.
Not enough to go on a reality TV show because I don't want to go on TV and then just go like, it's been my dream to make food and get yelled at by Gordon Ramsay. I swear, this has been such a journey for me. Fuck that shit.
How dare they pursue their dreams?
I bet you they were probably never like that. They were just watching it going like, I can probably cook that. And just like, I can do that. And then the producers are like, just fucking redo this. You got, I can't, I mean, I can't talk. I can't talk. I applied to be on First Dates Australia and they never got back to me. I shouldn't have sent those shirtless pics. That's probably what did it wrong.
They didn't want you.
They were just like, no, man, don't worry about it.
Really? I think you should try again.
Oh, there's no applications going at the moment.
Oh, okay.
I could always go on Beauty and the Geek. That shit's fake as fuck.
Yeah.
I've already ranted about that. Before. But like, all they would do is get me to grow my hair long, grow my beard long, and I'd look like I don't know how to talk to people. It's easy. Yeah. I can barely talk to people right now. Why do you think we have a podcast? It supplements that. I've only got like a small circle of people. And then when people listen to me speak, they're like, hey, this guy can speak to people. It makes sense. It's fine. Oh, God. So is that a sufficient trade? My love life update?
That was, yeah.
And I hit it by, what do you call it? By talking about food. Just like everything.
Just like everything.
Food. Just like everything.
I'm going to hide my emotions with food.
It's so much easier.
I know.
Who needs therapy when you got a good fried chicken? Like, goddamn. What's your go-to? What's your like naughty food?
My naughty food?
Your naughty go-to
okay, food. An Oreo McFlurry with M&Ms in it.
Okay, like that's
like
it?
Yeah,
that's
like.
Do you have a hot budget?
No. I find Oreo and M&Ms. I just every now and then I crave one, and I'll just drive up to Macca's and get it. Yeah,
Oreo. I'd use my dessert from that. My McFlurry is the Oreo and hot fudge. It's the best. It's so good. It's chocolatey. It's crunchy.
See, I'm not a big fudge person.
Not a fudge person. I thought that was actually, no, that's not all the rage with Hungarians. That's more of like Swedish, Switzerland.
Yeah.
The more neutral, the less radicalized people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, now speaking of radicalization, let's talk about our fans. Hey, I'm starting a cult. I tried to Google yesterday. Is it legal to start your own cult? Long story. Technically, it's not illegal.
Really?
So, it's like as long as you're not doing anything bad, like it's not illegal. So it's not like I'm kidnapping people or withholding them from seeing their family. Like if they choose to donate to me, you know.
I don't think any cult started out being a cult. It just developed into a cult.
Oh, I don't think so. I think there's some cults that started off as a cult.
Really?
I think so. Like, definitely.
Okay,
like,
name one.
R. Kelly's cult.
R. Kelly had a cult?
Yeah, he had a cult. Like, you think the man who pisses on kids didn't have a cult?
What?
You didn't know R. Kelly pissed on a 14-year-old girl?
No.
There was a court case.
No.
Yeah, he pissed on a 14, and he married a 15-year-old.
Is this I believe I can fly guy?
Yeah, he can believe he can fly into a primary school and kidnap all the girls.
Wow. Is
that
he doesn't make music anymore? Is he in
jail? He's
okay.
in jail. I'm pretty sure he's in jail. Let me just quickly look this up.
Because I had no idea. Why do you still play his music on the radio? That should be banned.
He was sentenced to 30 years in jail a month ago.
Oh, so this is like super recent.
Yeah, because he had there's a whole documentary about it where he so he's found guilty of 1 charge of racketeering and
what's that?
8 charges of sex trafficking.
Are you serious?
Yes. Okay, racketeering refers to dishonest and fraudulent business deals. And he's awaiting charges for 13 related charges for child pornography and obstruction of justice and 11 charges related to sexual assault and abuse.
Oh my god, okay, he deserves to be in jail.
Yeah, no, he had women in his house and they weren't allowed to meet with each other and he would not let them eat or drink and he'd withhold stuff from them and
What a grub. What an absolute grub.
There's a documentary on it. It's called Surviving R. Kelly. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Surviving R. Kelly, which released in 2020. So yeah. Anyway, his is a cult in which he started for the wrong reasons. I would not do that. Look, okay, if we're going on a scale of me to R. Kelly, I'm not even close. Not even close. So any federal or international organizations that are thinking to investigate the What Do You Dream cult experience,
we have so many experiences.
We have a lot of experiences. We have a lot of services.
Okay, if you had a cult, what would your cult be?
Okay. Yeah, you know what? Okay. Because I feel like I've got a bit of charisma. But the thing is, I think if you're going to make a successful cult, there needs to be a higher power. What's that higher power going to be? You know what? I'm going to make a cult using our podcast. Okay? So we believe that dreams are accessing the ethereal plane that is to the eye of the many god. And can we access the eye of the many god? I am the many god's prophet.
Yeah, I don't want to be part of that cult.
No. Hear me out. Everyone has the choice to come and everyone has the choice to leave. There's also a choice to donate, if they choose to donate. Because we're a not-for-profit organization. We're trying to access people's minds through the power of dreams. So we're using experimental procedures and medications and other altering substances.
And where's this money going to?
The organization. Which I'm leading. Because I'm the administrator of the business, right?
So the money just goes straight into your pocket?
No, because then it's illegal. You see? This is where, it's a not-for-profit organization, which then I say, I need to consult with the many god eyes, which means I disappear and play video games for the day or something, or paint Warhammer, and I get them to, it's again, not illegal. Not ethical? Probably not, but not illegal. Different.
If I had a cult, it would be we just sit down and do like jigsaw puzzles. That'd be my cult.
That's called like what? That's like what mums do. It's like what mums did in the 90s when they didn't have the internet. That's like it's a sewing group without the sewing.
It's like puzzles are so fun. I literally just bought myself a 5,000 piece puzzle, and it's all Disney characters.
But like that's not a cult. The cult's meant to be fun. What are you doing?
It is fun.
But what's the cult?
You do puzzles together.
That's not a cult. That's an activity. That's a social club. A cult is like that next tier, many tiers up. Like you got a social club, then you got like a social club at a church, then you got church congregation, then you've got cult. You're many steps below cult. And are you not the cult leader? Who's the cult leader?
I am the cult leader because I gathered everyone and I get to pick the puzzle.
That's not a cult. What does that mean? It doesn't make any sense. I pick the puzzles. It's like cool. It's like they would be like you would be the kid in like a crime procedural. It's like my mummy's part of a cult, and they're like, dear God, we need to stop her. And then it's just like she's just got friends over to have tea. It's just like that's not the reason.
I would serve tea.
Would it be drug tea? Would it be drug biscuits?
I could make. I don't know how to make them, but I might do hash brownies.
Oh my God, this isn't a cult. This is just like this is 30-somethings trying to find out what to do with their lives.
Hey.
This is like too accurate.
I like doing puzzles.
You could do puzzles. There's nothing wrong with doing puzzles. There's nothing wrong with being in a group, but that's not a cult. Unless you structured it around like the final, you call it the final piece. Okay, I'll develop the cult for you. Develop the cult for you. Okay, so it's called the final piece, right? The final piece of the puzzle of life, so that you practice doing puzzles in a group, so that you may find the missing puzzle piece of the universe. You're the prophet who's trying to find that missing piece, and if enough people join your cause to complete puzzles and then create puzzles, because you get them to create puzzles as well, so then you sell the puzzles to fuel your puzzle group so that you can make money for your puzzle organization, and that they have to end up foregoing their earthly possessions only for puzzle creation so that they can find that final piece of the puzzle when they pass on to the next puzzle plane. There you go.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned right now. Because that was way too good.
Way too good, right? Okay. Anyone out there who wants to workshop any cult ideas, hit me up. You know where to find me. Also, Asia, that was a joke. I'm joking. Unless the government wants me to start doing a state-run cult, hit me up.
This just took a weird turn.
I think I worked. Oh, yeah.
I'm a little disturbed by what just happened.
Are you
Yes.
Are you concerned?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Well, now let's do a bit of a palate cleanser and go back to our cult-like fans. That's what started it. I was just trying to remember. Okay.
I was like, how do we get onto cult topic?
Because I said our fans were like a cult, and then we went on about cults, and
you went on.
I went on. Obviously, I've got a thing about cults. So anyway,
every time we say cult, I just think of like a horse.
COLT.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
Oh, actually, wait. Before we go on, have you ever heard of the cargo cults? Have you heard of those before?
No.
So, like, they're Pacific Islanders, where they were cargo crates that washed up I think they got dropped off, or they got washed up during World War II, and these people worshipped the cargo crates, and they worshipped the royal family because they thought they were gods bestowing them gifts.
Really?
Yeah, you can look them up. It's really funny. But, like, how religion starts based off, like, observation without, with no way of explaining it.
What, did you see World War 1 or 2?
Huh?
Did you say 1 or 2?
What do you mean 2?
You said World War 1 or 2.
Oh, 2.
So, like, this was a a group of
okay
islanders who weren't modernized or who weren't colonized?
No, they weren't colonized. The cargo cults are marked by a number of common characteristics, including a myth dream that is the synthesis of indigenous and foreign elements, the expectation of help from the ancestors, charismatic leaders, and lastly, the belief appearance of an abundance of goods. That's the cargo. So here's the first instance. Okay, discussions of the cargo cults begin in a series of movements that occurred in the late 19th century and the 20th century. Earliest recorded cargo cult was the Tika movement that began in Fiji in 1885. Okay, there you go. The one I'm referring to is the World War II one and the Melanesian Islanders in World War II. A small population of indigenous peoples observed often directly in front of their dwellings. The largest war ever fought by technology advanced nations, blah, blah, blah. The Japanese distributed goods and used the beliefs of the Melanesians to attempt to gain their compliance. Then eventually there were airdrops that were dropped off to the islanders to try and support them. And then there was a cult that started around it in Vanuatu, and then they referred to them as gods of abundance. There you go.
So when was in Vanuatu? So when was Vanuatu colonized then?
No. One of the forms repeatedly formed. Okay, that's interesting. Islands around Vanuatu. Vanuatu got independence in 1980. When was it colonized? I don't know. Let's see.
You know there is. Go.
No. I'm gonna drop the topic. Let's just jump into that because I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole that I'm not ready. I don't think anyone's prepared for.
I just want to say there is still an island out there of uncolonized people.
Yeah, there is.
Yep.
There is.
No technology, no modern medicine, nothing. And they see helicopters and things, and they throw their spears at them.
Yeah. Wasn't there that person? There was someone. I don't know if it's those islands. A missionary. It's just like, don't go there, dude. And he's like, I'll do it. It's just like,
and he died because he went there to try and help them and introduce modern medicine, and they killed him because he was like an outsider.
Yeah,
I was like, everyone warned him. Yeah, everyone warned him not to do it, and he did it.
It's like, don't do it, dude.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, but God was on his side. Oh, it has to be. Okay, Okay, so. Dream time for the fans. Sandra writes, the only dream I remember is one where I must be stressed. Someone is trying to strangle me and I can't speak. I produce a guttural wailing sound in attempt to alert someone, which wakes me up every time.
Wow. There's some trauma behind that one.
I don't know if there's trauma, but if there is...
You're being... freaking
strangled.
Yeah.
Okay, as always, we have to clarify we're not professionals in any way or form. So if you have any problems, please reach out to a medical professional. So, sorry, I needed to make sure. So one trauma, possibly. There's a possibility of trauma, I think. But I think it also could be a lot of our listeners seem to be stressed. Right? Now, here's my interpretation. Okay, you ready? She is stressed out about something she either said or didn't say. So so she's feeling stressed about something she said to somebody, or she held something back and she's stressed about that. That's why the strangulation, where she's holding it back.
I feel like it's the more being held back. Like, I feel like something's happened and she wants to speak. Something's happened and she wants to speak about it, but she's worried about the backlash of what will happen if she speaks about it, or being judged about speaking about it.
So
I feel because they're holding her back and she's trying, but she's not getting her words out. So I think she's trying to say something or talk about something that's happened, and either someone's stopping her, or I feel it's more like she's more worried about the consequences of her speaking out.
Yeah, I think that's the case too. There's something about something's on her mind. She feels like something's holding her back from speaking, and that's what's causing her stress. So Sandra, make sure try and open up. You probably know what it's about. try and open up with someone, and somehow maybe it's work related. She can't speak up about work, or maybe it's something in her personal life that she can let off. So yeah, look to those that you can help alleviate the tension with.
Alright, let's do one more.
Okay, let's do a nice. Okay, here's an interesting one.
Yeah, let's do a nice one. Not that that's bad, but
it's everyone's just very stressed.
Well, that's just the modern world we live in.
Okay, I can't even. Marina, I got there eventually. Marina writes, I dreamed of oblong coins, gold/bronze in color, quite large. The marking reminded me of Egyptian markings. Would be interesting to know the meaning. Will this be one of the currency coins, perhaps? So that's her. So, yeah, so that's what she's written. Oblong Egyptian markings.
On coins.
On coins.
Or coins could be wealth, or it could be a symbol of something shiny, new.
You're thinking like a, what do you call it? Like a magpie. Ooh, shiny.
Mine.
Well, the first thing I thought of was, have you ever done those coin crusher things in America, like at a theme park? Like
yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of was a penny crusher. Yeah, because I thought oblong. That's what I thought of. I was just like, that sounds like a penny crusher.
Yeah, but she's not saying she crushed a coin. She's saying she's like there are coins and they're oblong.
They're coins that are oblong and they're large. Okay, so I think the general thing when people are dreaming about money, it's either that they're usually thinking of, it's usually wealth. So maybe they're looking for prosperity. They have prosperity in the future. I know, that's why I'm going with you. But the Egyptians, I wonder what Egyptians always have a cosmic link. I'm not saying this is a cosmic link, but I'm saying like people. There you go.
I was gonna say, apparently ancient Egypt was a very wealthy colony, or
empire.
Country. Empire? Yeah, empire is a perfect word. Yeah. They were super, super wealthy. A lot of people think that the pyramids were made by slaves, where in fact they were made by workers who were paid to make the pyramids.
All of them were paid?
Well, they said it was entirely made by slaves, but that's a myth. I'm sure there were slaves involved.
There was a lot of slaves involved doing the hard work. There was probably artisans to get the designs and stuff, but I don't think
the whole thing was made by slaves.
Mostly slaves.
I don't know.
I would go out. Most the ancient worlds were.
Do you know? Were you alive then?
I swear.
Do you know how much research has been done on the pyramids?
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just jump into this right now because I don't believe this for a goddamn second. Where are the pyramids? Because so I'm going to go back to the dream, and then I'm going to answer. Then I'm going to go into this. So I think, popular culture-wise, Egypt is always seen as opulent, rich, and mystical. Right? Number one, I wouldn't want to fuck with a mummy. If I ever found a mummy, I'm not touching that shit because that's some bad juju. That's evil. But I think so. Then we look at. So what does that mean in the dream sense? It means the same thing. It's very similar to popular culture has a really good way of working on our subconscious. So, like, dreaming in color is a recent thing, and people who dream in black and white actually started when black and white TV started. So that's really interesting, right? So I'm thinking in terms of the pyramids and the Egyptian thing is that in pop culture sense, it's always seen as mystical, it's always seen as opulent, and then part of our dreaming process is just going to kind of accentuate that. But okay, in terms of the slave labor, now I'm going into the slave labor. It doesn't sound like.
I'm reading something here. Contrary to popular belief, it wasn't slaves who built the pyramids. We know this because archaeologists have located the remains of a purpose-built village for the thousands of workers who built the famous Giza pyramids nearly 4,500 years ago.
All of them were paid?
Oh, look, I'm sure there was... I'm sure there was some slavery involved. Like, of course there would be, but it wasn't entirely built by slaves. It's a myth.
I would say it's not entirely built by slaves, but I would say a good chunk of them probably would have been.
You're right. No, I disagree.
You know what? I'm going to save this for off podcast because this sounds like something really interesting.
You could do your ancient history degree and archaeology degree, and then we'll come back and talk.
I did have an ancient history. I was doing an ancient history degree.
In high school?
But it was in uni.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was studying that. But the amount of time it took for that's a whole lot
clearly
of
you failed because on the exam paper it said, were the pyramids built by slaves? And you wrote yes. Fail.
I was doing ancient Rome, so suck it, Egypt. Ancient Rome all day, not Egypt. Or Ptolemaic Egypt. What? I know my stuff. Do you know who the Ptolemies were?
I don't.
Case in point, Egypt was built... The Egyptian pyramids had slave labor. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
Now, would you like to close the episode?
Oh, okay. How do you normally close them? Well, on that ancient note, I'll leave it to you.
Nope. You keep it going. I'm happy.
Oh, okay.
Or you could go, or this on that slavery-based note. Oh, we actually came full circle. We went slaves into slavery, so it's full circle.
Okay,
yeah.
On that slavery-based note, thank you for listening. If you still...
No, when you said it sounded bad. Okay, go back to the ancient history thing, and then we'll think...
No, you're doing it now. I give up.
No, you do it.
I quit.
No.
I quit.
You have to finish it.
I quit.
Please.
Because you laugh at me every time I try.
I won't. I promise.
Yes, you will.
I won't.
Okay, well... Thank you. My Siri just spoke to me, sorry. Well, thank you. No, okay, nah, I give up. You're doing it.
Well, on that awkward closing note, I'd like to say thank you so much for listening. If indeed you still are, I've been Nick, this has been Kristi saying thank you and good night.